it slowly fills the sky, soft as every last goodbye. Every road I walked before leads me somewhere new once more. All the nights I couldn't sleep, all the tears I tried to keep, fade into the quiet dawn, like a dream already gone. Maybe love was never lost, maybe it just changed its way, like the night that turns to light at the break of day. Memories still softly stay, but the pain has slipped away. Every story that we knew led me here to something new. I can hear the morning rain washing every trace of pain, like the world is letting go of the past I used to know. Maybe time was always meant to bring a gentle end, where the darkest night can turn into light again. Feels a little less alone. If I look beyond the past, through the quiet morning air, I can see a different road waiting for me there, where the light begins again, all the wounds begin to mend. Every tear that once fell down turns to strength somehow, where the light begins again. Love is never truly gone, it just lives in other ways, as the world moves on. Silver moon above the sea, your shadow walks with me. Every wave along the shore whispers what we were before. The night is quiet, soft and slow, like a place we used to know. Every step I take tonight feels like you in fading light. Maybe love never really ends, it just turns into the memories remain in the silver light. Your shadow in the moonlight still dances in my mind. Every dream I close my eyes is where you're left behind. Your shadow in the moonlight follows where I go, even when the world moves on. You're the one I know. Every star above the sky feels like watching you and I. Every whisper of the wind sings the love that might have been. If I listen carefully to the night across the sea, I can hear your voice again, carried softly by the wind. Maybe time will change the pain, maybe hearts will heal, but the love we left behind still feels so real. Your shadow in the moonlight still dances in my mind. Every dream I close my eyes is where you're left behind. Your shadow in the moonlight follows where I go, even when the world moves on. You're the one I know. If I see you in the stars, would you call my name? Would you walk beside me once through the night again? Your shadow in the moonlight still lives inside my heart. Even though the night moves on, we are not apart. Your shadow in the moonlight will never disappear. Somewhere in the quiet night, I know that you are here. Cherry blossoms in the air, soft light falling everywhere. There was laughter in your eyes, like the color of the skies. Every step along that road felt like somewhere we could go. Even now the breeze still brings echoes of those quiet springs. Maybe time moves on too fast, maybe love cannot stay, but the warmth we left behind never fades away. Where spring remains beyond the falling rain, every memory still grows seasons turn, you are by my side. Morning sunlight on the trees carries whispers in the breeze. Every moment that we knew still feels warm and true. If I walk that road again, through the light and through the rain, I can feel those days return in the way the flowers burn. Maybe love was always meant to become a memory, but the beauty that it left still leaves quietly. Where spring remains beyond the falling rain, every memory still grows through the joy and pain. Where spring remains soft and bright inside, even when the seasons turn, you are by my side. If the years drift far away like petals in the wind, I will keep the light we knew deep within. Where spring remains in a quiet place inside, every dream still carries you through the turning tide. Where a spring remains gentle as the day, even when the world moves on, it will always stay. There was music in the air, every moment that we shared, like a melody so bright, dancing softly in the night. Every word we left unsaid still is playing in my head, like a chord we couldn't play, fading slowly into gray. Maybe love is just a line we were never meant to cross. Maybe every perfect song needs a little loss. The last song we never sang still echoes in my heart. Every note we almost played tears my world apart. The last song we never sang still lives in every dream, somewhere in the quiet night. We're closer than we seem. There's a piano in my mind, playing moments left behind. Every rhythm that we knew still reminds me of you. If the night could turn around, would we hear that missing sound? Would the melody we lost finally be found? Maybe time will write the end of the love we tried to keep, but the music in my soul is running far too deep. The last song we never sang still echoes in my heart. Every note we almost played closer than we seem. Still lives inside my heart. The last song we never sang still lingers in the air. Every silent harmony reminds me you were there. The last song we never sang will never fade away. Somewhere in another we'll finish it someday. Your coat's still hanging by the door, but you don't live here anymore. The coffee cup you left behind still waits beside the morning light. I hear your footsteps in the hall, but no one answers when I call. This house remembers every sound. You'll still be around. Maybe love was meant to fade like shadows in the rain. But the quiet that you left still whispers your name. The silence after goodbye is louder than a cry. Every breath without you here feels like a long goodbye. The silence after goodbye still fills the empty air. Even when the world moves on, I feel you everywhere. Your photograph upon the wall still watches as the night falls. Every smile inside that frame feels like calling out my name. The streetlight flickers in the dark like a memory in my heart, and every shadow passing by feels like you saying goodbye. Maybe time will heal the pain, maybe love will fade, but the quiet that you left still hasn't changed. The silence after goodbye is louder than a cry. but never truly done. Rain on the window, midnight and blue. I saw your shadow leaving too soon. Rain on the window, midnight and blue. City lights breaking into the room. Through the cold glass, I still saw you. Spring on your shoulders, gone far too soon. I said nothing, you held my eyes. Love was shaking, and our goodbye only after the rain. Did I know what remains when a love runs through you, then walks away after the rain, after the pain? There's a part of you I can't wash away. Raindrops were running down like our days. I traced the sirens you couldn't say. Blue wings were turning there by the roads, beautiful leaving, beautiful ghost. I kept smiling, you turned to go. My whole sky breaking, and I let go only after the rain. Did I know what remains when a love runs through you and walks away after the rain, after the pain? There's a part of you I can't wash away. If I could go back, I'd hold you cold, break all my silence, say what I know. You were my shelter, you were my flame. I still call softly out to your name. Only after the rain did I know love stays, not in the hands we hold, but in what remains after the rain, after the pain. I still love you just the same. Only after the rain did I learn your light still lives in the dark. breaking, soft on the glass. You are the echo love left to last. After the rain, after the pain, I whisper your name again, again. Blue against the curtains, dawn is holding breath. I still guard the silence in the room you left. On the cup beside the window, faint traces still remain, like the last soft kiss you left there, quiet in the rain. Cars are passing in the distance through the soaked up night. Every little streak of brightness feels like you arrived. Till the sun comes up, I count the quiet hours, as if this broken night could somehow turn around. Before the morning comes, before the starlight dies, I'm still here inside of us, where your memory survives. Before the light can fall on this aching place in me, longing for the sight of you, I make it through the night. Photos on the dresser, creases on the bed. Air still holds your perfume and it shakes me yet. When I crack the window open, cold breath rushes in. Even this sleeping city slowly wakes again. Maybe forever was shorter than we knew. Maybe we were left here with all we couldn't do. Before the morning comes, before the starlight dies, I'm still here inside of us, where your memory survives. Before the light can fall on this aching place in me, longing for the sight of you, I make it through the night. I walk down the hallway slowly, barefoot in the blue. All the silence on the floorboards feels so much like you. When the sky beyond the curtain turns to silver light, every broken piece of loving still won't say goodbye. If love is just a room we had to leave behind, why does all its echo still remain in mine? Even if I let you go, I can't release the light. Somewhere in the deepest part of me, I'm still calling out your name. Before the morning comes, before the world can change, I still hold our ending close against my chest. Even if the light arrives and takes this night away, I stay inside the dark, and I still love you. Before the still remembers me. Blue against the curtains, gold across the sky. Even when the daybreak finds me, I can't say goodbye before the morning comes. Let me say it one more time. All the love that's left in me still reaches out for you. Autumn falling on the street, empty corners where we'd meet. Every step feels like your name, drifting softly in the rain. I was slow to realize love was fading from your eyes. We were standing face to face, watching time erase our days. Maybe I was scared to stay, maybe you were meant to go, but the silence in between said more than we both know. A season that won't let go still calls my name, still moves so slow. I hear your voice in the rain again and again. A season that won't let go, won't fade away, won't let me close. No matter how far I go, you're the one I know. My season that won't let go. Into shadows on the wall, in this room I feel it all. Photographs inside my mind hold the love we left behind. If I could go back somehow, I would hold you here right now. But these keep moving on like a half-forgotten song. Maybe love was always meant to leave a little ache, but the way you looked at me still breaks and breaks. The season that won't let go still calls my name, still moves so slow. I hear your voice in the rain again and again. The season that won't let go won't fade away, won't let me close. No matter how far I go, you're the one I know. My season that won't let go. If I see you in another life, would you know me in the dark? Would you say the words we lost right from the start? I don't need a perfect end, I just need you to know you were the best part of me. And I can't let go. The season that won't let go still calls my name, still moves so slow. I hear your voice in the rain again. still feels like you're around. Coffee cups and empty chairs hold the stories that we share. Every street light in the rain whispers softly of your name. And the night keeps asking me where you used to be. Maybe time will let me go, maybe someday I'll move on. But the silence after you still feels so strong. Where your name still echoes through the midnight air. Every quiet moment feels like you are there. Where your name still echoes in the falling rain. No matter where I wander, you return again. There's a window by the sea where you once stood next to me. Now the waves just call your name over and over again. Photographs inside my mind freeze the love we left behind. Every memory I keep is yours to keep. Maybe hearts are meant to break, maybe love must disappear. But the sound of you and me still lingers here. Where your name still echoes through the midnight air. Every quiet moment feels like you are there. Where your name still echoes in the falling rain. No matter where I wander, you return again. If I close my eyes tonight, I can hear you in the wind, like a song we never finished, calling me again. Where your name still echoes, something far away. Every dream reminds me you were here to stay. Where your name still echoes, even after goodbye. Love may fade in daylight, but it never really died. The station lights were turning blue, the last train waiting just for you. Your suitcase by the platform rail, like a story meant to fail. We try to laugh, we try to smile, pretending it was just a while. But every second slipping by felt like a last goodbye. Maybe love was never meant to fight the hands of time. Maybe we were just a page in someone else's rhyme. The night we couldn't stay still lives in yesterday. Two hearts standing still while the world moved away. The disappear, like every dream we held so dear. And though the train was miles away, my heart refused to stay. Maybe time will understand the love we couldn't save. Maybe somewhere down the road we'll meet again someday. The night we couldn't stay still lives in yesterday. Two hearts standing still while the world moved away. The night we couldn't stay still haunts me in the rain. Every whisper in the dark calls your name again. If I could turn the night around, I'd hold you one more time. Tell the world to slow it down before we cross that line. But time keeps rolling on like wheels upon the track. And every road I walk alone still leads me back. The night we couldn't stay still lives in yesterday. Two hearts standing still while the world moved away. The night we couldn't stay still echoes through my soul. Some loves are meant to fade, but never let you go. Summer clouds above the sea. You were standing next to me. We were laughing in the sun like forever had begun. Every moment felt so fast, like a dream that couldn't last. Every word we couldn't say felt like rain that summer day. Maybe we were just a spark, lighting up the dark. Maybe we were never meant to stay. Love that felt like rain, soft and full of pain. Every drop reminds me of your name. A love that felt like rain, gone before I knew. Every storm still whispers back to you. I packed every memory, locked the door and took the key. Walked away without a sound, left our pictures on the ground. Every road I tried to take felt like one more small mistake. Every mile I walked alone led me back to what we'd known. Maybe time was meant to heal, maybe hearts were meant to break, but the love I tried to hide still refused to fade. When the heart refused to leave, even time could not deceive. Every road I tried to run led me back to you again. When the heart refused to leave, even silence made me see. Some loves never disappear, they just live inside of me. Every letter never sent still remembers what it meant. Every word I couldn't say still returns to me today. Every night I close my eyes, see your shadow in the sky. Every dream begins the same, your voice drifting through the rain. Maybe love was meant to stay, hidden deep inside the soul. Even when the world moves on, it never lets you go. When the heart refused to leave, even time cannot deceive. Every road I try to run led me back to you again. When the heart refused to leave, even silence made me see. Some loves never disappear, they just live inside of me. If I could turn the night around, would you still be here with me? Or was love a silent vow that was never meant to be? When the heart refused to leave, still it waits so quietly. Every echo of the past still burns like a flame. When the heart refused to leave, even after all this time, I still feel you in the dark, like a distant light.